Alright, y'all, what's up? We are back today for the challenge episode 3. So we're gonna just jump right on into it. So we returned back from the elimination, and everybody's happy that Emmy and what's his name? Ed. Emmy and Ed have won their elimination, so they're all back in the house. Amber immediately asked Emmy what made her decide to choose Devin. And she's like, Devin was pointing at me like, pick me, pick me, pick me. And she's like, she chose him because it's not necessarily all about the physicality in the game. It's very much mental, which she's right. I don't like her at all, but she's definitely right. She hit the nail on the head with that. So choosing Devin I can see why she did go ahead and decide to choose him. But then we skip over to Ed and Tori. They're just basically sitting down having dinner. Looked like they was eating onions, but apparently it was salad. But they're just trying to get to know each other, and Ed's very excited to be there. She's basically noticing that. She's saying like, he's like this bright-eyed, bushy-tailed rookie that's just excited to be there, and she's claiming herself as some old vet, which is so odd to hear her say she's a vet, because I feel like she hadn't earned her stripes enough to even call herself that, but okay, whatever. But yeah, she's just basically observing his positivity. She loves it. She says she's trying to absorb everything, trying to take in what he's got going on. You can tell Tori's trying her best to be on her best behavior this season, because she knows them fans don't like her. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But then we skip over to Fessy and Big T. The two of them were actually having a conversation, and Big T was just basically asking, like, did you know what was going on? And Fessy's like, yeah, but I didn't tell. And she's basically mad because she's like, nobody told me. I didn't have any inclination. I didn't get any kind of information about the elimination and where it was going down. She said she feels like she's in the vet alliance, but they don't trust her. And then we get Cory talking about it in his confessional, saying like, yeah, she's a vet, but nobody really knows where she stands because she's really close with the rookies as well, which I can see as well. Because yeah, Big T's got a good relationship with the rookies, and I can see it probably being more strong with the rookies than the vets. But then we move on to the next day, and then Nelson's having his little boot camp outside. He's got Tacha, he's got Esther, he's got Fessy and Berna out there. Nelson's pretty smitten with Berna. He's having a great time with her. And you got Ashley and Amanda sitting over there lounging, watching, and Ashley's so damn jealous. Like, she is so jealous. And that's basically what she is. She's just sitting there talking shit. And so it's just like, girl, get over it. But Nelson is basically talking to his camera saying like, him and Berna, they got this kind of energy and this kind of connection that he's excited to explore. You can tell he's more interested in her than he is Ashley. But then we get Corey L talking to Gabo about how he feels like he's an easy target. Like, he feels like everybody's already voted for him. They're going to continue to do that, especially considering all 4 people that went home were rookies. So he feels like that's going to be a continuous trend. Thank God he's the first one looking and saying, hey, we got to stop this, but it might be too late because the numbers are gone. Like he said, that he's noticing the vet's pattern. And then we get Michele and Emmanuel, and they're basically talking about the same thing, how she feels like she's going in every single time. But then they like each other, and they're having a little showman's moment. But then we get to the mission, and the mission is called CK Recon. Basically, they have to retrieve 3 active bombs from down in the sea. So they're going to jump off of a 30-foot cliff, dive into the pond, and grab these 3 bombs, and whoever does it the quickest wins. So we're about to see what's about to happen. And yes, I'm filming this as we're going. As you can tell, I'm trying to speed it up, but here we go. So we get back from the commercial break. So we get our first team. Our first set of teams is Aneesa and Logan versus Ashley and Huey. It's funny because Huey's having a little hissy fit going into the challenge because he figured out what he had to do, jump off that 30-foot cliff. And that boy was not ready for it. He was not here for it. And Ashley was like, dude, just jump off. And then basically he's still having a whole panic attack at this point. She's like, I need to find me a new partner. But when push came to shove and they jumped in that ocean, or jumped in that sea, I don't even know if you call it a sea or an ocean, whatever. The water was beautiful, first of all. That's one thing I just kept noticing. And they kept shooting it like it's a movie and an action scene, so whatever. But they jumped in there, and like Huey said, when you scared for your life, you just start moving. And he was swimming. At one point, it looked like he wasn't even going nowhere. But he was moving. Huey was swimming. But him and Ashley, they came up first, getting up to the jet ski, because I forgot to say this part, but you go to a jet ski, and the jet ski kind of takes you off to get back on land to go ahead and decode that bomb. But they were first to the jet ski, but it looked like Aneesa and Logan beat them to getting the bombs on the whatever you want to call it. But they finished. They were right there behind them. And then next we had, Michele and Cory L and Tori and Ed. And Michele, she's peeping the game already as well. She peeped the vets game. She's like, they trying to get us out. They picking us off. So she ready to get in there. They jump in there, and as soon as they jump in, I noticed Michele, as soon as they jumped in, she busted her shit completely. Like, she busted her nose. Her nose was just leaking. And Cory noticed that as soon as he came up from under the water. But I just knew the way she jumped down, she was plugging her nose, but she was face down like this. Everybody else just jumped straight up. She was face down. I know she had to have busted her nose. But you couldn't tell her nothing. Cory saw it. He said, I wasn't going to tell her anything because I don't want her to freak out. But Michele was not worried about her nose. Michele was moving. Michele was swimming her ass off to the point where Ed even noticed that and was like, ah, shit. But those two teams did pretty well as well. They all got up there around the same time. It looked like Tori and Ed were up there a little bit quicker than Michele and Cory L, but they did good. And then we got Berna, CT, and Big T, and Tommy. Berna, she said, as you know, she's a circus girl, so she's used to being up in the air. So she wasn't scared about that, but jumping off a cliff, nobody wants to do that. So she's like, I'm just ready to get in here and get out. CT was swimming the way he normally does. Tommy's a beast too. That's the thing though. You watch him on Survivor, you know he's not one to play with. But it was a little funny moment. I put CT, but I don't know if it was CT or if it was Tommy too, but somebody's ass was out and the whole cast was cracking up laughing like they ain't never seen that before. I went to Miami last month and went to a new beach. That's basically what I feel like. Going to that new beach, I feel like nothing phases me anymore in life, because like niggas was out there free balling, titties out, ass out, dick out. And it was funny too because like there were certain couples and stuff there too. And this is so off topic though. There were certain couples there. It was like a girl and her dude, and then this dude walks by and she like, you got a nice dick in front of her dude. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But that's basically what it reminded me of. But Tommy gets up to the little station, Deco puts his stuff up there, put the bomb up there, and falls out throwing up. So we trying to figure out what's about to happen. He might get disqualified. We about to see. But y'all, I'm doing good, y'all. Like, time is going good. And they on the last MTV commercial, so I know it's about to come back. But I'll check with y'all after the commercial. Alright, so we get back. So Tommy, they get Tommy together. Tommy gets back up, but Tommy is clearly out of it. He don't remember what just went down. He can barely stand up. His balance is not there, so it's not looking too good for him. But he was able to get up. Thank God nothing bad happened to him in that moment, so good. So we continue on, and we got Jeremiah, and we got Tacha, and we got I was about to say Big T, but we got Berna, and we got my boy Cory. So these are the next pairings. Now Jeremiah and Tacha, they were funny as fuck because they both was pumping each other up going into this, but as soon as they jumped, oh shit, I know I didn't just, okay. They was pumping each other up. And as soon as they jumped in that water, Tacha had me screaming. Because as soon as she came up, she was like a deer in headlights. Homegirl was looking. She's like, where the fuck is Jeremiah at? She found him and was bear hugging that nigga in the fucking water. Like, she was like, I'm not about to go down. And Jeremiah said, I can't fucking breathe. That part had me fucking weak. Because Tacha was not going nowhere. She was in that water and she was ready to go. Long story short, them two disqualified, unfortunately. It sucks because I like both of them. I want both of them to do well. But Cory, that's another one I want to do well. Like him and Amber, out of all these people, those are the two that are my top two left. Now that Michaela and Kales are gone. Cory and Amber, I want them to get the dub. So Cory and Bettina, they came out there and killed that. So that was easy for them. And then we get like this little montage, so we didn't really get to see how everyone truly performed. But the next set we had Priscilla and Nelson versus Fessy and Esther. Two pretty solid teams if you ask me. We haven't really seen Priscilla perform so much, but she was hanging with Nelson. Nelson, you know Nelson's a beast. We got Fessy and Esther. Esther has proven herself. Right now she's rookie of the year for me so far. And Fessy has not been on my fucking nerves, and I give that up to Esther. Like, Esther done kind of made him likable. But they both of those teams did good. Next we had Nany and Gabo versus who did I put? I said, Emmy and Devin. Nany and Gabo got to the podium first, so good for you, Nany. And then we got Josh and Amber versus Emmanuel and Kaycee. Amber can swim. Amber can run. Josh, like I said, Josh, I don't like him at all. Like, at fucking all. And he's clumsy. He's not athletic. He's annoying as fuck. He cries all the time. He's a bitch. He throws glass. He thinks he's on Bad Girls Club. All that being said, Josh, damn it, he can perform when he needs to perform. He might look goofy doing it, but he gets the job done. Him and Amber finished before Kaycee and Emmanuel. Both of those two are looked at as beasts in this game so far. So good on them. And then we got Amanda and Kyle. They're the last team. Amanda's like, I'm a mom. Like, now I wasn't expecting to get on here and have to babysit my partner because Kyle was not trying to jump, but they jumped. But then we get to the end where TJ is telling who won. He said the top two were separated by less than 1 second. Even though he didn't tell us who the top two were, we about to find out who won. I'm going to say it's probably either Cory and Bettina, Josh and Amber. And yeah, or maybe Fessy and Esther. I don't know. It's hard to tell because we didn't see what time theirs was. But we're about to see. All right, y'all. So we get back from the commercial. And I don't know why I didn't think about them because they did perform well. But Ed and Tori, they win. And they beat Cory, Elle, and Michele. Like, imagine if those two won. I feel like this game could completely change. Like, you give the rookies power. Those two rookies in particular that are now peeping the vets game, that would have been perfect because they would have put, I feel like they would have put two vet teams against each other and we would have had two numbers out. But that's who won, which sucks, as Cory, Elle, and Michele would be. They're pissed. They're like, damn, like we just were that close, 1 fucking second. But Big T is worried. And she's worried because if you remember last season, she basically orchestrated Tori ass going home up against Aneesa. And you know, them two are buck buddies. Whack. But she's worried. She's like, because I feel like Tori's going to come after me because I came after her last season. So then we get to them going back to the house, and Ed's basically saying, like, I'm letting Tori take over. I'm not putting no blood on my hands. She can have that. Smart. Let her do all the dirty work and let them come for her and not come for you, since in a way this is still an individual game. So he's letting her take the reins, and then we get Tori and Devin conversating. I just said a word that is not real. Conversating is not a word. Or is it? Conversing, that's a word. Tori and Devin conversing, but they're both just noticing the numbers as well. Tori's saying right now we got 14 vets, 14 rookies, which is so stupid because the rookies had the upper hand. They had 18 rookies versus 14 vets. Why would y'all not pick them off? Now you done made it even, and now you got the vets in power, so they're really about to take over. Just dumb, like so stupid. Like I'm so pissed. Michaela and Kels is on a season with these idiots. Like we could have had, you know who we should have had on here with them? We should have had Kenya. You know you my girl. Kenya's not gonna do it. Kenya would never. Kenya tells me this every time. I'm not doing it. But Kenya would have killed it on this season. Bria would have killed it on this season. Janita from Lohan Beach Club and Love Island put Johnny ass on here. Johnny would kill this shit. Kyle Marvey, put him on here. Like there's plenty. Giovanni, find him. Like go get him out from Are You the One? Get him on this show. Like them people I just named would murder this show. We need rookies like that on this show. Stop putting these people on here from different countries. Like, stupid. But like I said, getting back to the point, she wants to get out Big T. And Devin's like, hell no. Like, that's knocking off numbers for us. Like, why the fuck would you do that? And Devin is worried about Emmanuel. That's how you say his name. I've been saying Emmanuel. Because he feels like, yeah, he's a strong threat in this game. Like, he's come top 3 in every last one of these challenges. And he's worried about Berna, too, because he feels like Nelson is now lasered in on her and he wants her to go home because he don't like her. First of all, he claims she's weird, and she's got Nelson's attention, and Nelson's really focused on her, and he wants Nelson to be back in the game, and he knows how Nelson is whenever he gets emotional. So Devin wants him 2 out, so we about to see what's about to happen. Good God, all these, I was about to cuss. I ain't going to say G-O-D in the same sentence, but finish that sentence. Damn, like, all these fucking commercials. I mean, it's good for me because I'm trying to film in between the commercials. But damn, like, we literally only got 3 minutes and now we in a commercial. But Tommy comes back to the house, which I had no idea that he was gone. Like, that's how, like, Tommy's not that prevalent on this season. So I can't really, it's hard for me to even remember that he's there. But he comes back and he lets us know that he's leaving because he suffered a concussion, which sucks. Like, that sucks because a concussion's no joke. Wow. a concussion is no joke. And for him to finish that, first of all, props to him. But he's leaving due to a concussion. Everyone's sad. Michele particularly, because now she's the sole survivor. Well, not the sole survivor left, but the sole American survivor. With now Tommy gone and Michaela gone. So she's basically like, damn, like I'm alone. I feel alone now. But Big T's crying and she's upset, and she goes ahead and takes Tommy to the side and is basically letting her know she's upset for him. And he's basically giving her pep talks like, go out here and do what I would do. If you want to get out here, if you don't want to get up here and go run on the treadmill, do it because I would. I want you to be good in this game, and I want you to go far. And she basically is saying like, the vets out here calling me a rat. They don't trust me. Tori just won. Like I feel like, and now Tommy's leaving. I feel like I'm literally getting punched in the face every single time, and I feel like it's just a sign that I'm about to go home. Big T thinks she's about to go home. But then we get to the nominations, and in the nominations, Tori starts out talking about something. Let's give each other a round of applause because this is the hardest challenge that we've done all season. Tori, this is only week 3. Y'all season just started. And Ashley butts in and says like, bruh, fuck, cut the shit. Like, we're not here to applaud each other. Like, who's going in? Thank you. Like, Ashley, I ain't on your team this season, but thank you. Like, cut the shit. Like, nobody cares about that. This episode has been low-key boring as fuck. Like, I haven't seen anything that's made me go, wow. But Tacha, she starts speaking up, and Tacha's saying basically like, I'm here, I know, yada, 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 we're rookies and stuff, and I know people are probably gonna throw my name out, but don't throw me in. Jeremiah speaks up and is like, yeah, I understand we rookies and whatnot, but I'm just letting y'all know if I go down, I'm coming back, and when I come back, I'm coming hard. Thank you, Jeremiah. Let them know, like, I'm not to be fucked with. And Devin's like, okay, so I like to play this game since people say, I don't want you to throw me down. Okay, so if not you, then who? And Tacha says, well, Cory L and Michele. Tacha, no. Do not say the rookies. You need them. You need them as a number. And Cory L and Michele is like, why? Why? You know, we go to the fucking commercial. Like, it's like, why are we doing this? Like, it was only 3 minutes. And I believe it's only 9 o'clock. Like, come on, we need to hear the rest. We about to hear the rest. All right, so we get back from the commercial, and Cory L's like, okay, so Tacha, who the fuck, like, why us? Like, why do you want us to go down? And Michele butts in and is like, okay, Tacha, I understand, like, your back is up against the wall. I understand exactly what you're feeling like, because we know it's only 2 names out here. And you're basically just trying to basically get the heat off of you, and I understand that. And Michelle's like, she don't want to go down, but she feels like she has to go down, and that's what's going to happen. So then Devin brings up Big T, and he's like, Big T is the only one in here with no partner. Tommy's gone. There is a good chance that it possibly could be a girl-only elimination, so why not choose her? And Big T's sitting there like, okay, I'm just going to sit back here and not say nothing and hope nobody's looking at me. So then Tori starts taking it upon herself to subtly shade Big T, talking about, I forget exactly what she said, but she was basically saying like, some people in this game have done some shady behind the back shit last season, and sometimes it's gonna come and bite you in your ass. And I'm like, Tori, you a punk. Like, don't sit here and just throw subtle shots when you sitting in front of this girl. Flat out tell Big T, like, I'm putting you in because you shady as fuck. Well, she ain't even shady. I'm putting you in because you put me in last season. Like, that's just what it is. But she was being shady and she wasn't saying too much. And then she said something, I forget what she said, but she said something that made Big T start to speak. And Big T, before Big T even spoke, Josh is sitting there with her telling her, I think you should speak. Who died and made Josh Johnny Bananas? Like, Josh, shut the fuck up. Like, I can't stand how he's got this air of like, I'm that nigga on the show. You're not. You're not at all. Like, you're a vet now, but you ain't proved yourself. You won 1 elimination looking the corniest you ever could have looked. And that Darrell is my boy. Like I told y'all during my cast analysis, he's my favorite male competitor ever. But his whole reaction when Josh was throwing that ball, I'm about to clip that in here.
Oh, Josh! Josh, use the spotlight! Aim, Josh, aim!
Put your glasses on, bro.
Shut up!
And his laugh. But anyways, Big T was basically saying like, well, I'm the only one in this house in terms of vets that don't have nobody. Tori, you got Aneesa, Ashley got Amanda, Nany got Kaycee. Like, all of y'all are close and I don't have nobody. And basically Tori is just like, okay, whatever. Like, it is what it is. Like, I still have the upper hand. So the compromised agents are Tacha and Jeremiah. So they are going into the elimination. I don't like that because I like both of them. I want both of them to stay. I want both of them to do well. But they ready at this point. Like, they weren't too upset about it. But Tori, Big T, and Kyle, they end up going outside because Big T wants to pull Tori to the side and basically says, like, she understands that she possibly is going to go down. Tori's like, I don't want to make any promises. There is a good chance that I could say your name, but possibly not as well. Tori's in her confessional saying, like, I could throw her a bone or I could go for revenge, and nothing's more sweeter than revenge on some pussy shit. And then Tori ends up going and pulling Tacha and Jeremiah aside, and it's basically like, I want y'all to come back, so who do you want? Like, I'll give you what you want. So Tacha and Jeremiah are like, I want Coriel and I want Michele. So Tacha's like, I don't know if I can trust Tori. Like, I feel like she's fake. But she starts to doubt herself on if she even feels like she should be saying that she's fake. Trust your gut, Tacha. You right. But you about to find out. Then we get Berna. Berna's in the room with Nelson and Cory. And she's saying, like, she's nervous that she's going to go in. She's not nervous about going in because she feels like she can win because she's a strong competitor. And I like Berna. Like I said on Twitter, like, I like her. And I just miss Cam. Like, Cam would have these bitches in here shaking. But I like Berna. I want Berna to go in elimination against Ashley. Ashley's sitting there talking shit, saying that she wants Berna to go in because her name is being thrown around and whatnot. And she's a strong competitor, so we about to see. So Tori's lying ass goes ahead and throws in Berna, which I already know that's about to set Tacha all the way off. And this is why I'm saying we need Cam back on this. We need Cam back. I know she was on last season, but like, her presence is so missed because none of these bitches in this house would do a thing. They would not be bucking like they bucking with these rookies right now. They would not be bucking. We need Cam back. We need Nia back. We need Devon back. Damn, like, we need them girls back. Like, that can really house these bitches. Like, ugh, so annoying. But they throw in Corey L and they throw in Berna. So basically we get into the elimination. The elimination is called Slipping Up. Basically what they have to do, which I hate this elimination. This might be the one that I hate the most. Like, I don't like it at all. They have to build a ladder high enough to ring a bell, but they're using these poles, these metal poles, and they have to basically get them up. And some of the poles are shorter than the others. So basically you got to be smart with how you're putting the poles up. And then if the poles fall down, you got to pull them back up. So they both just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Berna's doing good, and then she falls. Tacha's doing good, then she falls. Or a pole falls. One of them poles ended up falling on Berna's nose and cut the shit out of her nose. She got blood gashing, but she ain't stopping. Both of the girls, they giving it their all. They both doing really well. Nelson's obviously cheering for Berna. Ashley's obviously cheering for Tacha. Who knows what's really about to happen? I don't like this elimination. Like I said, I can't even get into it because I just don't like it. I think it's so stupid. Like, have them do something physical. Have them do something that requires a lot of thought, like a puzzle or whatnot. But these little stupid polls by chance games, I don't like that shit. Like, let's stop doing that. Like, let's end this type of elimination. But like I said, this episode is quite boring. It's really quite boring. But hopefully we get something good next week. We're going to see the preview after this commercial, and we'll see who wins the rest of this elimination and what happens. I know Tacha about to go off on Tori. Regardless if she wins or loses, she about to give her the business, and I'm ready for it. Tacha Titans, get on that ass. Go blow up them Instagram comments. Okay. So yeah, we get back, and Tacha and Berna, they're going back and forth. They just trying to get it together so they can finish the elimination. We got a little good moment. Esther's cheering Tacha on. They both have this little Nigerian African queen vibe going on. I love both of them. I love both of their energy. I love their accents. They're just beautiful women too. So just to see them on the show representing for the Africans, the Nigerians, like it's about time we got some more flavor from us on this screen. Like, Black Americans is one thing, but them Africans and Nigerians don't play no games. Like, and we need to get some more Jamaicans on here. You watch the Olympics, you know them Jamaicans don't play no games when it comes to athletics. Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, Sharika Jackson, like. But that's the story for another time. If you want to know what I'm talking about, watch my track and field videos. But anyways, enough of that. But yeah, she's rooting on Tacha. She wants Tacha to do well. Everyone's really, you can tell everybody really likes Tacha. But Berna, as they're trying to get Tacha to get it together, Berna is over there centering herself. She's really, really calm. And she's making waves. She's getting them pose up there. And then she ends up getting up to the top and wins. good for Berna. I'm excited for Berna. I like Berna, like I said. I like Berna and I like Tacha both, so I didn't want either one of them to go home. But unfortunately, one of them had to, and it happened to be Tacha. Berna and Tacha are going up against each other, and they're hugging each other. Somebody just texted me. They're hugging each other, and Berna's giving her a hug and a kiss, telling her, I got you, I'm gonna do this for you. And Tacha's like, go get that bitch Tori. And Tacha lets it rip on Tori, and I was so happy. She was giving her the business. Tori sitting there talking shit, saying like, you came to my room. Tacha said, bitch, I ain't come to your room. Like, fuck you. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, and she was dead on. Like, she didn't come to her room. You came and pulled her in the room and asked her who she wanted, and you lied in her face. Yes, she gonna cuss your ass out. I loved every moment of that. That's why I don't like Tori. I feel like she tried to be so nice all the time and try and look like she tries to be the super funny girl on camera, but she ain't nice. That girl is a fake ass bitch. And Tacha told her. But Tacha leaves and she says, Tori, if I come back, I'm coming for your ass. Like, Tacha said, I'm not playing with you. But yeah, Tacha, I enjoyed her on the short stint that she had, but that's another person out. 3 weeks that I've had 3 people that I wanted to do really well in this game go home. Michaela first. Kel second. Now Tacha, who's next? Like, damn. But Berna chooses to stay with CT. Smart. I would stay with him as well. Like, that's an easy win for you. Nobody's gonna really come for him. But Berna, she showed that she ain't no joke. Like, she ain't no joke. Berna's one to watch. And then Big T and Jeremiah, they're now joined together because Big T don't have Tommy and Jeremiah just lost Tacha, so now they're together. Next week you get like a little sneak peek of all the hookups and whatnot, which is Logan and who was it? Logan and Big T. Then you got Emmanuel and Michele still going on, and then you got who else? Amber and Big T, or Amber and Big T, Amber and Jeremiah. But I forgot to mention too, Jeremiah and Cory, they actually didn't go into the elimination because Tommy went home, so they were safe. But it was just a girls' elimination, just like Devin kind of told them. But yeah, so that's all we got so far. I'm trying to see if I should watch this because I know Tacha's on it on the after show. Y'all want to watch? Let's watch. I'll watch a little bit of it because I don't want to watch the whole thing. I really don't, because this episode was kind of boring. But as I'm pulling this up for y'all, please do me a favor. Go ahead and thumbs up this video right now. Please do that right now. Drop a comment down below. All you viewers that watch, I've noticed that a lot of my viewers are actually coming from people that aren't subscribed. So please do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers. We close to 400. Let's try and I want to get 1,000 by the end of the year. Let's try and do that, please. But all of you that have been watching, thank you again. Thank you for dropping comments when you drop them. Thank you for liking the video when you like them. But yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's going to help me out as well. Y'all don't understand how much that helps me out. But it will. But let's watch this.
So Tasha, I want to make sure we caught what you just revealed because I wasn't able to listen to all of it at the moment and I want to hear it.
I know the ratings are going to shoot up after this episode.
And then Big T, you're killing me right now. You're hilarious. And you're so hilarious right now.
Alright, so it looks like we got Nelson, Amanda, Tommy, Ed, Big T, and Tacha.
Hey, it's your girl Devin Simone, and welcome to another episode of The Challenge Aftermath. I'm here with the cast of The Challenge, Amanda, Ed, Nelson, and Tommy. And dialing in from the UK, we have Big T. And all the way from Nigeria, we have Tacha. Welcome, challengers.
Alright, I found it. So here we go. We're going to get into the Tacha versus Tori.
Burning to go home because of the whole situation. Which that shouldn't even started, honestly. They could have been friends. We could have been a happy, dysfunctional family.
Was this sister wives? Like, this is not. We're a crossover of a lot of shows.
Ashley would never be a sister wife.
Tasha, you had some choice words for Tori. I didn't come to you, Tommy. Okay.
Do you have anybody that you want to go against? We have to give you a show. Okay. I'm gonna see that phone too.
I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of everybody out here. Minus you.
Give us the scoop.
Give her that big one, Tacha.
Now.
We're literally nowhere. I got from the house and I blocked her.
Oh, you blocked her. Okay.
So we're like, we're literally nowhere. Like,
Okay, so it sounds like.
Look at that woman. That woman is Devin's beautiful too, but Tacha, damn.
You guys are.
She's a striking beauty.
Gosh, me and you, we're good, right? Yeah.
I think it's cool. I mean, Ed didn't come to me to tell me, oh, Tacha, who do you think I should throw in? Whatever you choose to do, stick to that. If you're going to be a fake person, like, be fake with your full chest. She actually never really liked me. So it was the first challenge and we had to be.
She said that, be fake with your full chest. If you're going to be fake with your... I'm right there with you. If you're going to be fake. But don't be fake in my face, because then you're going to get what you just got from her.
The briefs. I run into the field and I'm like, okay, what next? And then she comes to me and she's like, join my team. And then next spin, she's taking up her glass. And then she puts it on me. She goes to go get a sledgehammer, and she gives that to me, expecting me to start breaking the bricks with Kel.
Tori gave her a sledgehammer, was like, hit our bricks?
So in that moment, I'm like, okay.
Really?
What she's saying, like, it's really not adding up. I didn't hear anything about a group of three agents.
Seems like nobody really knew that.
She's been trying to Tacha
that was
from
some
the
real
beginning.
tea. Thank you, Tasha, for sharing that. That was some real tea. One can understand why you're already carrying this perspective in your mind, and there's a little bit of pent-up frustration when we see the fight happen. Now, Tasha, you have a way with words, and you weren't letting Tori use hers at all.
You're a fake ass bitch.
No, this is not true, Tacha.
No, that's true. No.
It is
Don't
true.
try to be any kind of way.
And y'all notice Aneesa ain't say shit. She knew better than to open her mouth. That's the thing with Aneesa. Aneesa, I'm not really fucking with her no more. Like, it's like every season I root for her knowing she gonna disappoint me. She ain't opened her mouth not one time. Cause A, she know Tacha would have dug in that ass. But B, she just too busy trying to lick Tori ass crack.
You don't need it. No. Tell me like, if you don't want to hear it, no.
Because you kept shutting her
I bet you Tori ain't got that same energy when them Titans get on that ass.
down because you were mad, you were fired up, which makes
Exactly,
sense.
because I don't know what she wanted to say. Like, I'm talking, there's nothing you have to say. Like, listen.
I said nothing.
Smart.
I was not getting involved. I said, I'm going to lay low. I just got here. I don't want to start no argument with nobody. This wasn't my decision.
I know that's
I was
right.
like,
Hey, we got the same chain. I don't have it on today, but that's lit.
just going to watch it.
You always got
Alright,
to look
yeah.
lit.
Watch it.
Yeah, that sounds like a smart move. And
All right, that's all we got. But like I said, y'all, if you like this video, please thumbs it up. Drop a comment, watch the entire thing. Thank you. Subscribe if you haven't already, but I'll be here next week. Next week, Wednesday, episode 4. And hopefully we got something good coming, but I'm here. I'm rocking with y'all. The Challenge All-Stars, y'all want me to review that too? I feel like I'm going to do that. My boy Darrell is on that season, so I'm going to watch. Duh. But I feel like I'm probably going to do it. So yeah, I'm going to be with that too whenever it comes out.
Y'all can kiss my motherfucking ass, and that's the motherfucking game. Fuck y'all, motherfuckers.
But thank y'all again for watching. Follow me on Twitter. I like to talk my shit on there, especially. And follow me on Instagram as well. Thank y'all again. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.